Good morning and welcome to the Sunday morning show with financial Dr. Celso Fernandez. Good morning, doctor. How are you doing?
Good morning, Joyd. Doing extremely well.
Well, you seem very happy, like you are every Sunday. So, something big happening on the 2nd of October. But before we get to that, there's a surprise for you, for all of you, at the end of the episode. There's a giveaway contest courtesy Nave Murg Foundation. So, stay tuned, watch the entire episode, and we'll come up with the contest towards the end of the episode. So, stay tuned for that. Doctor, what's happening? 2nd October.
Yes, 2nd October is going to be our 4th edition of the Super Young Achievers Conclave, which is a gathering of all the college students from all over Goa. But this time, for the first time, it's going to be on the digital platform. And in that, there are very good speakers which have arranged already. And they're going to be really enthralling the entire crowd. What do you think? This time, it's going to be digital.
Absolutely. That's the world right now. We're all digital.
That's true.
So that's something everyone's looking forward to. I'm pretty sure all your regular investors as well will be looking forward to that on the 2nd of October. What time is it happening?
4:30.
And who's the guest speaker?
Okay, Mr. Misbah from Surat, who is the chairman of the NJ India Group, as well as we have Mr. Sandeep Moraskar, who is the past zone president of the JCI Zone 11. And in addition to that, we will be having another 4 testimonials. It's like a video testimonials of our youngsters who have actually achieved their financial dreams, as they will be sharing their experiences.
Well, star-studded lineup of speakers, the 2nd of October. No one can afford to miss it. In the evening, the regular time?
4:30, yes.
4:30 p.m. the regular time. Coming to today's financial commandment, the 7th financial commandment. I think this story is so relevant to the times that we live in right now. Prevention is better than cure. I'm just taking the third part of the commandment. It's so important right now with COVID-19 hitting us around the world. Would you rather prevent it from happening to you or get admitted with COVID-19 and then get cured?
No, the prevention is definitely better.
Absolutely.
But we have to even take precautions. And coming to the financial commandment, It's basically protection of your money against any medical disabilities.
True. That's why medical insurance is so very important, right?
Definitely. That's the foundation of your investments.
Absolutely. And I think there's so much to learn from Alvina's story here and Dr. Angela, of course. So, can we recite the story?
Definitely. Please go ahead.
Here's one story you don't want to miss. Financial commandment number 7. Be adequately protected to face any untoward financial loss. Prevention is better than cure. Losing someone in the family is always painful. And if that person is the sole provider, the family's prospects turn very bleak, as we read in the story of Neil and Joanna in the previous financial commandment. Had Neil's father been insured, the family would have had avoided any financial distress. But is life insurance alone sufficient? Should we not protect our assets and wealth while we are still alive? Let's find out with Alvina's story. Alvina? Angela hesitantly questioned the woman sitting somberly in the waiting area of the hospital. The woman took a few moments to recognize her childhood friend, Angela. As they hugged, Angela asked the inevitable question, "What happened?" Alvina noticed the name tag on a friend's white coat, Dr. Angela Fernandez. It read, "It is Nigel," Alvina said with a long, sad sigh. "He was involved in an accident." Her voice trailed off. Angela clasped her friend's hands in hers in a comforting manner. "It's been over a month he is in the ICU. I don't really know what will happen," Alvina said between sobs. "Don't worry, Alvina. I have recently been transferred to this hospital. Let me look into this." Angela patted her lightly on the shoulder. "Let me finish my rounds in the pediatric section and meet you for lunch. It looks like my childhood bestie can do with some food." Angela tried to cheer Alvina, who managed a feeble smile. The hospital cafeteria was full of tired relatives and attendants who milled about from one counter to another, swiping cards and carrying trays of coffee and snacks. Alvina, who ran a successful cafe on the beach belt, was now used to the tepid soup and insipid, doughy croissants. "Hello, dear," Angela burst into the cafeteria and apologized for the delay. Over the next half an hour, Alvina filled in the gaps for Angela. She told Angela how soon after college she married Nigel, who used to work on a cruise liner. For a few years after their wedding, Alvina joined Nigel on his sailing assignments to give him company. About 3 years ago, Nigel and Alvina decided to take a break from sailing and anchored their ship in their hometown. The couple had earned good money and they invested all of it in a beachside restaurant, leveraging their exposure to world cuisine. Nigel and Alvina crafted a unique menu which became an instant hit. They worked very hard to manage their ever-increasing patronage. Now, during the off-season, the duo would fly to exotic locations, attend international wine and food festivals, and learn new exquisite recipes to add to their menu. Nigel and Alvina earned a lot and led an ultra-lavish lifestyle. They were both very happy and carefree. It all seemed like a fairy tale until Nigel got involved in this horrible car crash, said Alvina ruefully. Angela consoled her. "I've spoken to the doctors and told them that Nigel is family. They have assured me that they are doing their best. It will take some time, but Nigel is out of danger." Alvina gave out a long sigh of relief. She looked gratefully at Angela. "Thanks, friend. I know my Nigel is in good hands." After a brief moment, Alvina suddenly remembered to ask, "Hey, where had you been all these years? I know you have become a doctor now, but tell me all about you that I have missed." Angela smiled. "I hadn't been anywhere, dear. It was you who set up the sails and went for a long voyage, leaving your friends behind." Alvina gave a sheepish grin. Angela told her that after school she took some time to work with an NGO working with children in slums and orphanages. It was then that she discovered her passion for providing medical assistance to poor children. As a pediatrician, she worked in several hospitals in Mumbai and also ran a free clinic in the Mumbai slums. Angela married a fellow doctor and they had a 2-year-old son. "I have recently come back here as I wanted my son to be raised in cleaner environments. I work at this hospital and also do weekly rounds in the orphanages around here." The lunch hour was about to end and Angela had to go for her rounds. "Alvina, Nigel will regain his health sooner than you think," Angela consoled her friend. "Although I must tell you that Nigel might have to undergo a couple of more procedures which can cost you a lot." Alvina's face wilted. She looked visibly perturbed. "Hey, don't worry, there is nothing that the insurance company wouldn't cover," Angela said brightly. Alvina stared at her shoes, unable to tell the truth. Angela understood that her friend didn't have Mediclaim insurance. "Alvina dear, without a Mediclaim you will end up paying a lot of money from your pocket." Alvina let out a sad sigh and said, "I know. We never thought we would be facing any situation like this, and we always thought that we have a lot of money, but now I know how wrong we were." She knew that Nigel's treatment would leave them broke. Angela didn't lose a second to fish out her checkbook from her handbag. She threw a check of rupees 3 lakhs in Alvina's favor and handed it to her. "This is for now. If you require more, don't hesitate to ask," Angela said lovingly. Alvina was incredulous. "I don't know what to say, Angela. How can I take so much money? I don't want to eat up from your hard-earned savings," she protested. Angela smiled and said, "What are friends for? This money would be best used in treating Nigel. You need it more than I do. And as a matter of fact, this isn't from my savings." Angela explained to her friend that she had been investing in mutual funds through SIPs since college and now she had a large, ever-growing, self-sustaining portfolio. "See, I don't have to work for money or save for occasions and I can help any child in trouble or a friend in difficulty thanks to my portfolio." Angela beamed. "Now I will rush. We'll check on you tomorrow morning." And with that, Angela left in a jiffy. It was all too much to take for Alvina, who stood rooted to the spot in the bustling hospital cafeteria, a hefty check in her hand. "I might have traveled the world and achieved professional success, but I need to learn a lot more," she thought, making a mental note to ask Angela more about investing and insurance the next day. And we're back with financial daughter of Goa, Dr. Celso Fernandez. Thank you for staying around and sticking around. You know, speaking about today's story, medical insurance, it's so very relevant in 2020. And I had this doubt. People who had Mediclaim earlier in 2018 or 19 and years before that, did they could they have claimed for COVID-19?
Definitely, because it's already a pre-existing policy. So the policy, there's no waiting period as such for that.
So all these people who are now suffering from COVID-19 and didn't have medical claim, they're now paying through their nose, right?
Definitely, because the rates have been hiked, and especially if you go in any of the private hospitals.
Absolutely.
It's too great.
Well, that's one reason you should always have a Mediclaim. In fact, you can get a Mediclaim policy for COVID-19 now,
Yes,
right?
that is a special policy which has been launched by most of the companies, and even the government has come out with that policy for COVID-19.
And there's a waiting period of
Just 15 days.
15-day waiting period. So go get your Mediclaim policy through the Nave Mark Foundation. And coming to today's interesting question that we had, let's give them a little bit of info. So AMFI stands for Association of Mutual Funds India.
Yes, Joy, but now can you tell me exactly now these days the IPL is going on,
Yeah.
and they are really advertising for it. But
Yes.
what is that one tagline which the MFI has given?
I know that advertisement. I've been watching it for years together now. There's so many interesting advertisements that come. But I'm not going to give you the answer. That's for them to find out and them to
Yes.
tell us. So this is what you have to do. You have to sound off below in the comment section. Sound off the answer, of course. What is the tagline of AMFI? That is the Association of Mutual Funds India. And one lucky person will get a special shout out on our next episode and will also win.
A Bluetooth speaker.
You will also win a Bluetooth speaker. So get commenting and share the video with your friends. Ask them to comment as well. And sound off below in the comment section. What is the tagline of AMFI here in India? That's the Association of Mutual Funds India. Doctor, like always, it's been an absolute pleasure. Today I learned something from you that, it is so important that everyone has a medical insurance policy. And I'm pretty sure post this video, a lot of people will sign up for Mediclaim. And I'm 100% sure there'll be few people knocking on your door. I want that COVID-19 Mediclaim policy. Doctor, thank you. Have a wonderful week ahead, and all the best for the 2nd of October.
That is what we are looking forward for.
Absolutely. Do join us on the Nave Mark Foundation YouTube channel. Share this video if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel and also hit that bell icon. Once again, Deo Bore Koru, Doctor.
Thank you.